All right, good morning, everybody. We're ready to get another. Thank God it's Monday kicked off. Another TGIM. I had a good weekend, good restful weekend. Got to recharge the batteries a little bit, and we're ready to get back at this thing. I'm going to finish up my messages on work here. If you remember, we did work on your work, and we talked about work while working, and make sure that while you're sitting here, you're not looking at Twitter, Facebook, and doing everything else but focusing on what you should be focusing on. The last thought I want to give you is work while you wait. And a I get questions all the time. People ask me, how long will it take? How long does it take to be successful? And honestly, I can't answer that. I can't tell you. It's different for everybody. But all I can say is that, I never gave up. I never gave in. And that's the difference between being successful and being unsuccessful. I lost money every week for 8 months. For 8 months, I lost money every week. But I believed and I knew that it was possible. I just had to change. I had to make some changes. And by Christmas, after losing money for 8 months, by Christmas, I had about 9,800 bucks in my account. Now, yeah, I was still negative for the year, but look at the difference that I made in 4 months. So, and it was all because I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I was ready to take advantage of the opportunity when it came. See, it's not that people that are successful don't go through the struggle. I mean, I went through the struggle just like everybody else. I went through it. Yeah, I might have managed my struggle a little bit better because I was not in it, big. I was in it small. But the difference is I didn't give up. I pushed through the all of the trouble. I pushed through all of that frustration because I had that why we talked about, before. That's what drove me. I had a goal, I had a vision, and that's what pushed me. So, what I want to tell you today is you need to work while you wait. While you're waiting on that success to come, you need to work. Because what happens is sometimes we lose our focus. We forget why we're doing what we're doing. And we're sitting here and we're thinking about everything that we lost. We're thinking about all of the problems and all of the things that we can't control. We're thinking about, and it's causing us to stop. And we can't allow that to happen. Yeah, we can rest, we can take a break, but we can't stop. We can't sit here and focus on everything. We need to keep working so that we're ready when that opportunity presents itself. So what happens? I remember I was at work and I was saying, man, if I only had some time, if I only had a week, or if I only had 2 weeks to be successful, I mean, I could really turn this around. The reality was I was sitting here waiting and fussing and complaining about my circumstance, and I wasn't preparing myself. So what happened? We had a big flood here. I was out of work for 2 weeks. I was given 2 weeks, and guess what? I didn't make any advance because I was complaining about the circumstance I was in. And those 2 weeks came and went, and I was still in the same spot because I was not prepared. I wasn't working toward that goal while I was waiting for this opportunity to come. You never know what's going to happen. You may go into work and they may tell you we're gonna have to lay you off for 2 weeks. We're gonna have to lay you off for a month because of whatever happened at work. And if you're not prepared, you're gonna waste that time. And that could be the time between you becoming a successful and consistently profitable trader and you being stuck in the same spot you were in the 30 days prior. So make sure that you're working, that you're not complaining about this, complaining about that, that you're focused on what you're doing. Yeah, you can take a pause, you can take a time out, you can reset, hit the reset button. But make sure you are prepared. Make sure that you work on your focus, that your focus is where it needs to be, that you're not focused on things that you can't change. You know, you can't change the market. So why fight it every day? The only thing you can change in this equation is you. So while you're waiting, you need to work on you, because I guarantee you, if you're the same person when your opportunity hits, at the end of that opportunity, you're going to be sitting in the same boat. So you have to work on yourself. You have to work on your faith, your belief. You have to have something that's driving you, that's pushing you, because you have to believe in this. You don't know how long it's going to take. It may take 6 months. It may take a year. It may take 18 months. You can't see that yet, and you don't know it, but you have to believe that it can happen, and you have to believe that it will happen, and you have to get up every day giving it your all, going after it. Because I can promise you one thing, if I can't promise you anything else, that if you don't and you quit, you'll never be successful. It'll never happen for you. That's one guarantee that I can give you. Alright, so this wraps up my message on work, because I think work is what really is going to separate you from the average people. From all of these people that quit. If this was easy, everybody could do it. Everybody would be doing it, but it's not. And work is going to separate you from these guys who come in, give us our, give the money to the market, and then turn around and leave. All right, let's look at what the market is giving us today. See, we got some low price stocks today. Eesh. And low float. Eesh. PTCT, let me take a look at it. It's right on the borderline for me as to whether I'd even want to take this. But let me see what's the news on this. New drug. Yeah, that's not very strong. The acknowledgement of new drug application filing. That's not all of that. What's up with Netflix here? Netflix gapped up. Netflix was in a downtrend for a couple days, and then all of a sudden we got a gap up. See, we've been in a little downtrend, but then we got a little gap up today. Oh, that expands in South Korea with original content. Netflix may let viewers choose how plots unfold in the future. YouTube TV improves outlook for AT&T Time Warner merger. This will be interesting to see what this does. This you just have to sit back and see what the market does. See how the market's going to interpret this. Because this can be interpreted, all of this news can be interpreted two different ways. I can see it as a positive and I can see it as a negative. So we have to sit back and wait and see what this news is going to say and how the market is going to react to this. Now this CNCE, this has a 19 million share float. This, I'm not really keen on that. But let me see what's up with this. It's got a huge gap up. Oh, okay. They had earnings and they sold their cystic fibrosis drug. So it might be interesting. I'll take a look at it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not real keen on trading these low float stocks because they tend to move a little bit faster than I like, than I'm comfortable with. Let's look at TGTX. This is a lower dollar stock, but it has almost a 50 million share float. So is this the partner? Let's see. Leukemia drug clears key studies. Okay. This is on news of a successful drug study. So we'll look at. We don't have much to look at this morning, so we'll take a look at those. Yep. Yep. Not much happening at this point. We just have to sit back. We'll wait and see. But let's take a look at these charts. First, I want to see Netflix. The spread on it's pretty wicked right now. You're talking about a 39-40 cent spread on Netflix. So, okay, here's where we bottomed on Friday, and we're trading around 140.83. So we're not that big of a gap up. Slight gap up here. We're trading right in here somewhere. And we're under the VWAP, and we're under. Let me make sure I got my levels marked out here. In case it wants to take off. on me. I can see how this news could be confusing. Yeah, that's all-time high. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. See what it looks like today. Come on. Yeah, but we don't have a whole lot of, the spread is really bad on this. And this is wrong. There we go. It's straight now. Yeah, the spread is kind of bad on this right now. But this may be in play today. We have to wait and see how it opens. How the market interprets all of this news. All right. Let's see. PTCT. I'm not real keen on this news here. PTCT. Okay, we're gonna look, see where we're trading right now. See, right now we are trading at around 11.03, around $11. I need to blow this up some. Not Not really interested in this. I can tell you right now, I don't see much here. Not really interested in it. I'd have to size up in order to make this make sense. Because this was actually ready. Looks like we're ready to fill this gap. But then we had a gap up. So it looks like we're ready to close this gap. This would have been nice had it continued to move down, but we're gapping up today. And I just don't see a whole lot. Hmm. I don't see a whole lot there. Alright, see what's next. CNCE. It's an ugly bill too. I don't particularly. We'll see. We gapped up to. See, we're gapped up to a high 1365. 1270 is where we're at now. So we've gapped up over all of this. Got a lot of choppiness in this area that we're trading in. This is why I really don't like these stocks. There's not much range in them, and then I've got to size up if I'm going to trade them for it to really make sense. So I don't really care much for this. Just taking a look at the 5-minute chart. There are some decent windows, but this would not be my ideal. Just depends on what shows up, what we have to work with. You said take a look at X there. Let's take a look at X then. See what it's doing this morning. Yeah, we had a nice gap down. And we are rejecting this level here. Only problem is I don't see much of a window right now. And we do have a nice window here. A dollar that it's in between this dollar channel here, between these two levels. So we do have good potential. I'm not sure on the volume though. 47. Yeah, we've got over 50,000 shares of volume. Yeah, so X maybe, let me check the catalyst on X though. Global steel production surges, turnaround or ticking time bomb. Okay, I guess Goldman, they put out a article that they like steel. No upgrade since last month. I don't know. The only thing is I don't know about the catalyst on this. That's what I'd be concerned with on X. I don't really see a catalyst on it. So it wouldn't be something I would put on my watch list. Let me take a look at this. TGTX. Let's see, and we've gapped up to 930. So we're actually pushing up right now. We just bounced off of the VWAP and we're starting to push up. Yeah, we don't have any big windows here. We got a lot of traffic above it. A lot of traffic above this. So we got several levels. So let me see what we got to the downside. I'm not interested in trading this. Anything that would have me to size up more than I would want to size up, I'm not going to be interested in trading. I mean, I know my comfort level, my comfort zone as far as share size on these stocks. So I'm not interested in sizing up on this. But it is respecting these levels pretty good. So not much there on TGTX for me. Plus, I think it's a 5-cent ticker anyway. I'm not sure. CNCE may be on the 5-cent tick program too. So right now, Netflix is the only one I have on watch right now. I can't. Well, I think that's going to be it. All I'm going to be watching out of the gate really is going to be Netflix. I don't see anything else. And even Netflix may or may not materialize. The spreads are coming closer together, but I'm not really sure. I mean, it's rejecting the 9. I kind of want to take a position on it, to see if we get a wash going into the open. But it's a 10-cent spread, so as soon as I get in, I'm gonna be down 10 cents. So I'm not really feeling it right now. Don't tell me SureTrader is slow on updating buying power again. Yeah, that really screws with your pre-market opportunities here. I guess somebody forgot to wake up. Somebody's late coming to work now. All right, I wish I could find something else that's interesting to me today, but Netflix is it, and there's no guarantee on it because I don't really like the pre-market price action on it. So maybe it'll, perk up and give us some opportunities at the open. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off this live feed for today. I hope everybody has a great day, and remember, trade for skill. You want to develop the skill while you're trading small so that when you move up, you can grow big. But developing the skill is what's going to be key. So remember, trade for skill, not for money. And I will be back on with you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.